You guys ready to dive into the depths of the underground with me? This is going to be quite the pivot, but there's a bunch of Canibus drama happening. Canibus the rapper, as in like the guy that beefed with Eminem and LL Cool J back in the day. This man, and if you're a follower of this channel, you're probably familiar with my Canibus videos, but this man is still at it, okay? And actually, there's two men that are still at it. The other man is Almighty M80. Love him or hate him, he is at the center of this drama. So if you're not caught up with the whole Canibus thing, I can kind of give a quick rundown, but you should just go watch my Canibus videos breaking it down. But earlier last year, I guess in the summer, Almighty M80, who is a industry, like an underground hip-hop industry A&R manager type of figure, manages underground hip-hop artists. He does a lot, I guess, right? He's also a fiery motherfucker. Okay, he's very fiery online. He gets into a lot of, well, so he doesn't get into a lot of beefs. He is in two specific beefs regarding artists that he's worked with. One Canibus, and then the other Chino XL, who passed away tragically last year. And so now Chino's family is really feuding with Almighty M80, but that's aside the point. The Canibus shit. Canibus allegedly collected like $40,000 to create albums that he spent 2 years not making, and then has basically just like gone ghost on M80. And so the thing is, he doesn't owe M80 the money. He owes the people that M80 works with the money. And those people, I imagine, are pressuring M80 for the money. And so M80 is fucking pissed that Canibus has done this. And so the reason we're talking about this tonight is because Almighty M80, in an attempt to recoup what Canibus owes, I can give you, he owes 1332 Records, which actually that is M80's company, who's the Dark Band. So in the Dark Band, he owes these real people this money. There's other people too, and we'll go through them all one at a time. In an attempt to recoup this money, M80 is selling a new Canibus album. Okay, Canibus doesn't have the rights to his masters, and so they put together this project, and they're going to release it in March on the 1332 Records website here. And so this is his statement about it. One of them. Okay, so this is Matthew Markov replying to somebody saying, "Give it up, man." And he says, "Give up what? Canibus doesn't owe me any money. What I'm doing is for the ultimate benefit of Canibus's fans. He legally can't release any new albums until his debt to Q&A is paid." So Q&A is what I was looking for. Oh, this is what I was looking for. Ross May Music of Bars and Guitars Official is the only person Canibus owes money to that told me he still believes Canibus is going to make good on his contractual obligations. So yeah, the Bars and Guitars guy, which I remember from the earlier videos. Canibus owes money to him. Canibus owes money to 1332 Records, which Almighty M80 is a co-founder of or something. He owes money to In the Dark Band, whoever this guy is. And there's this whole network of these underground rappers. They're all connected. Like this isn't just unsubstantiated claims. These are like people trying to collect money from the famous artist here, So what I'm doing is for the ultimate benefit of Canibus's fans. He legally can't release any new albums until his debt to Q&A is paid, and he is lawfully released from his contract. Did an entire live about this yesterday. If you don't appreciate the help I'm trying to render for Biss and the fans that actually still support his music, then go fuck off. I personally don't give a fuck if the guy makes another album again, but in the event he does, I think the fans would appreciate being able to own it. Okay, that's what the picture was. In the absence of education and knowledge, and ignorance is often spread like the plague. M80 quotes himself here. In order to help Canibus Verified settle his $30,000 plus in debts, I've taken it upon myself to work towards getting 1332 Records and In the Dark Band repaid, as Canibus has not personally contributed a single dollar towards repaying his own personal financial debt owed to these individuals' companies in light of his contractual obligations. Ross May Music. What is this? Is that Canibus? No, that's not Canibus. It's Corrupt. I see. The Peace Nate Dog. So you know what I mean? Like these guys are like actually, they're here. Working with Corrupt, for example. So these guys, they're really out here fucking working with these guys. Oh yeah, so Ross May of Bars and Guitars Official is the only person Canibus owes money to that told me he still believes Canibus is going to make good on his contractual obligations to and did not require my assistance to recover all finances expensed. I wish him the best of luck. 3 years since he paid Canibus and 0 songs recorded for the album. And another wrinkle in this is, so Chino XL died, right? Earlier this year. Rest in peace. For at least a year, maybe 2, Canibus was given money to record material for a collaboration album between himself and Chino XL. And Canibus never did any of that work. He was paid, according to Matthew Markov and 1332 Records and In the Dark Band and Ross May. Canibus was paid and no music was returned. And then when Chino dies, according to Matthew Markoff, the day after Chino dies, Canibus reaches out asking for the Chino references. Because apparently now that Chino's gone, he's ready to record the new posthumous Canibus Chino XL. You know what I mean? Like, bro is just like not in it to win it. And he is also an HVAC technician, which is cool, but, you know, he seems to be more passionate about that than hip-hop these days. If you are truly a Canibus fan and one day hope for new Canibus music, then he would first have to have these respective debts settled, and In the Dark Band would have to lawfully release him from his current exclusive recording contract. See the IG Live from yesterday posted on my feed for greater detail. Any Canibus fan who hasn't supported the Almighty Era V2 or inquired as to how to personally contribute towards his debt repayment is of no consequence to me. Okay, I know what I'm doing is to restore order to those Canibus took financial advantage of, and hopefully the world can have new Canibus music on Canibus's terms moving forward. As a fan, when that day comes, even I will support. In the present, I cannot stand next to or defend the actions of a client/friend of mine while he defrauds others with no recourse. I actually take my business and reputation seriously. Yeah, another thing is, Canibus like completely sold his entire like online personality to some like crypto scam bros. And so all of his social media, which first off, you can't even tell which one, like he has like multiple Instagram accounts that all have the same artwork. They all seem to be run by the same group, and they're all like crypto AI. And it's very like scammy. Canibus like shilling some sketchy crypto to his followers. I don't know, man. It's like none of it makes sense. It's all sketchy. Visit 1332records.com and do your part, or DM me if you are interested in purchasing the master rights to any of these remaining titles. Then he gives a list of titles. I mean, geez. He's literally selling Canibus masters. If you're in the market for some masters, some hip hop, I don't know. I do not like Canibus music. It's so bad. And I've gone to war with Canibus fans since I started this channel. That's a bit of a background of what's going on. Canibus then responds. He responds to M80. This is the first time we've gotten a response, and it is kooky and wild. Okay, you guys? So let me read the caption first. Canibus telling the internet, "I have bodies" is hilarious. And this is reference to Canibus in this video basically says that Almighty M80 killed Chino XL. It's kind of what he says. Canibus is saying M80 has bodies. And then M80 tags Iron Sheik, who is a Wu-Tang member, right? He's like a straight up member, right? Oh, he's got a picture of M80 just chilling there. Interesting. Just straight up on his feed. So this is like a Wu-Tang affiliate at the very least. CEO of Iron Chambers. But tags him, Canibus is talking about you all throughout this, but I don't understand what album release party he is talking about. Then he goes, the album doesn't even come out until April 2025. Iron Sheik, Circle of Iron. Okay, so he's referencing things we were about to listen to. Holocaust, Rest in Peace, has nothing to do with the album nor anything Canibus is talking about. And then he goes directly to Biss. No one wants you dead. Your whole life you have sold your dwindling fan base on this one thing that everyone has always been out to get you. Look in the mirror. You're like the killer of your own career, your life, your relationships, all that. You're a shell of your former self, and literally no one in the entire world cares if you live or die. No, dude, that's rough, man. I mean, Jesus Christ, bro. Maybe it's true. I don't know. But holy shit, that's harsh. Canibus thinks everything is a fucking conspiracy. Nothing just happens to happen. And yeah, so I feel bad. It's another case of like mental health disorders. Now we listen. This is Canibus's response to everything him has been saying about him for the last 6 months.
What too? That's the thing. Everything what he doing, I feel I drug yard in my drug yard, man. Yo, I'm on that pressure bridge, and I'm on that extreme pressure. Yo, he under pressure that I can't even say that I know that pressure because I never cast no spells.
He's saying that M80 is under so much pressure. And then he says, but I never cast no spells
on nobody. Not like that. I talk shit, but I ain't never done what he doing and what he been doing. He got bodies, bro.
So he's saying that M80 casts spells, he has some sort of dark aura, and he's casting spells, and that he has bodies. Now I know Canibus is like off his rocker, but the whole like casting spells bit and then like claiming that he's killed people, what I'm trying to get at is it feels super like anti-Jewish. Like it just feels like Jew hate. Super obvious like Jewish stereotypes, like casting spells. I don't know. It's very weird. Which is, personally, if I was in Canibus' position, that's not where I would go. That's not where I would go. Maybe that's not what's going on, but that's really what it feels like.
You know what I'm saying? And the thing what I sent you was Sheik. Iron Sheik is from Wu. So it's like a little dark pact that they got where they was trying to do that to me, because you see, he invited me to a release party, a LP release party, but nobody showed up. He tried to act like everybody was going to show up. I'm going to send you the flyer where he was saying, yo, all these people going to be there. Didn't nobody show up. He never did it. So why would you not do it just because I'm the only one that can't be there? Wouldn't you just go have it anyway? And then he was trying to do it in December, and then I think he said it was going to be January. And
I'm sure he's talking about something here. But M80 just like shuts it down completely. He goes, what album release party he's talking about? He throws in his buddy here to obfuscate it, or to answer it for him, to kind of brush past it. Maybe something fucking did happen between like some weird ass party. None of that matters, Canibus. It literally has nothing to do with the 30,000 plus that you owe multiple people that lent you money. These aren't big record companies. This isn't fucking UMG that lent him the money. We're talking about like underground independent label money and what seems like personal investors. Like one of these guys has like 400 followers, and he just seems to be like a personal investor in underground hip hop or something.
Look, I told him no. I said to them like, yo, I can't do it, man. I ain't gonna be able to make it. And I sent you the text with him inviting me, man. Yo, I declined that shit. So they ended up taking Holocaust, bro.
So then he accuses them of killing Holocaust, who is a rapper I'm not familiar with too much, but I have seen his name. It's an awful rap name. But apparently he passed away. I don't know the circumstances surrounding his death, but Canibus just accused a Wu-Tang member and M80 of killing Holocaust.
I'm telling you, man, like these dudes are under pressure, Bridget. And whatever it is, it's got something to do with like they have to do the offering by a certain time.
The offering. So he's talking about, I think he goes on to mention blood sacrifices and shit. More of just like this weird Jewish conspiracy, anti-Semitism, which maybe he doesn't even realize what he's doing. Maybe he does. I don't know. Canibus is, from what I hear, he's like off his rocker.
You know, I don't know, moon phases or whatever it is that they're doing, bro. And then if they don't get the one that they want or what have you, they have to do something else.
Maybe it's moon phases and shit. It doesn't sound very pointed. I think it's just stupid, dumb conspiracy shit.
That's a one. You know what I said? But that's more than just money. The money, I trade body and blood and flesh. Come on, it's disgusting. So when you look upon him, just know, say, a dim kind of pressure him on that bridge. That man's in a deep, dark hole, bridge. Dark with him on. And him know. That's why he's so impatient and he's falling apart at the seams, and he's on. Imagine being on IG, like behaving like that. Everything is a cuss word. Everything is he's acting like he's in jail. He's acting like he gotta spread him and cough. Right? That's how he's behaving. He ain't behaving like he's enjoying it, bro. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, man, I watched that, man. I just want you to kind of like see through it. I know you can see through it, but I want you to really see through it, though, Brandon. Trust me, man. You can just look at it.
I mean, see through what? M80 is aggressive, for sure. He's an aggressive businessman. He doesn't mention anything about the money. He's just going, ooh, forget about the money. And then the smoke disappears and everybody's still standing there awkwardly. Like Canibus, he's not taking it seriously at all. So, this comment's great. Bro, I had my phone connected to my Bluetooth in the fucking studio and I was in the middle of making beats and this played loud as fuck out of nowhere and it freaked me the fuck out. That would be pretty freaky.
Let me tell, like, he under extreme pressure, bro. And they talking about stuff that ain't even comparable. Like, you talking about the material world, bro.
Bro, he talk about the material, bro. $30,000, that's just material world shit, bro. Stop being such a fucking blood sacrificer, bro.
You're in a fucking spiritual fucking maximum security, bro. Don't nobody care about no material items in the spiritual.
Nobody cares about that $30,000 that I stole. Practically stole it. I mean, they gave it to him, but then he didn't give them what they were owed in return for multiple years. All while he was working a full-time job as an HVAC tech, which is great and respectable. But he's disrespecting hip-hop. He has 1 foot in. They have 2 feet in. These guys are all in. Canibus has 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Really, he has 2 feet out and 2 hands in, if you know what I mean.
Well, yeah, what? Yeah, my love, yeah. Thank you for helping me reverse that, bro. That shit was worth its weight in gold, bro. Straight up, man. Look what kind of damage that shit doing. They all had to come out to the woodworks and address it. How about that? We just put something together that was artistic wise, right? It's artistic, creative. And look, they had to all come to the table and address it. Why? Because Abu is old tip.
Obviously, I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. It has nothing to do with it. I mean, like, he's not talking about the album, right? Is he talking about this? Also, the fact that he's calling it the Almighty era. This is M80 that's titled this album and put this album together. Oh, featuring Huss Kingpin. That's cool. Shout out. I'm gonna have to check this out, possibly. Or at least that song. Also featuring Cool G Rap and King Crooked. Like, damn, these are, Jesus, nice features. Featuring Chino XL and RJ Payne. Yeah, there's good shit on here. Yeah, so M80, he you know, Rakim is with him. Rakim released this Rebirth album on, is this a 1330 product here? This is the real deal, you guys. We got more media. And then M80 responds to Canibus. Now this is great. And we really get the breakdown here. I do know that Canibus, it's pretty much substantiated by multiple people. It's multiple people versus Canibus. Multiple like separate independent actors here against Canibus who say that Canibus owes them money. So I know, and then plus the whole crypto scam thing. Canibus is like shilling some weird sketchy crypto to his fans. And like that alone is pretty fucking severe for somebody with such a like a diehard fan base. You're gonna fucking scam your fans out of their hard-earned money. Like, come on, bro. So let's hop into this. M80 response here. Message: can't believe I made this entire video. Forgot to mention the fact that you stole over $40,000 from your own fans for an album pre-order you have never had any intention on delivering as advertised. Canibus verified. I'll pray for you. Oh, nice. So you can get a little glimpse at his weird ass AI. Canibus stop Bitcoin. I messaged these guys trying to get the scoop. So like I did like this whole deep dive, not on stream or anything, but trying to find out who this AI crypto company is and what they're doing. And it seems like they've like duped Canibus, Canna NFT. Like it all leads to nowhere. And surely Canibus is paying them, and it's very odd. So I don't know if he ever sold anything, but it's too close for comfort, honestly. Let's listen.
I hope that this is the last cannabis-related
I gotta
message
go.
or post
I'll let this play. I gotta
ever
go.
have to make.
Pour a new drink.
You stole money from people that I fuck with, that I consider friends, that I consider valuable assets in the music industry. On at least 15 occasions, you lied to Art about turning in your vocals for the album with Chino XL. Then one day after he died, you had the audacity to call him and ask for his references to be sent so you could finish the album posthumously as it pertains to Chino. And I said no, because that's fake. And you're fake as fuck for even asking. And you're fake as fuck for lying to Art, knowing that Chino was going to light you up all over that motherfucking record. And when the fans hear we just spit bars this week, they don't have to take my word for it. The proof's in the pudding. And that's how it was for every joint. You are your own worst enemy. You have blamed others for all the pitfalls of your entire life and career. Never once taking accountability for yourself. You call me a killer. You claim that there's a dark aura around me, and everyone that works with me ends up in a box. People live, people die. Blaming bodies on me that had nothing to do with me is insane. You're the killer. You've killed your career. You've killed the ability to be a good father to your children. You couldn't hack it in the army. You couldn't hack it as a successful rapper. And yet it's the world's problem, not yours. I woke up this morning and I could not for the life of me justify why the fuck do I care so much about you, where I've been taking all these work initiatives to my detriment and time to ensure that these people you stole money from are repaid. So as I stated We're going to sell the Almighty era until next week. If it sells out, awesome. I'll have Art release you from your contract. If you ever release any new music again, you can do so lawfully, free and clear. If not, why the fuck do I care? Take that shit up with Art. If we don't make the rest of Art's money back, you can pay him. I shouldn't be doing your work for you anyway. You're a grown-ass...
Yeah, Canibus. You know, I know I could see people being like, man, this man is like taking advantage of an artist. It's like, no. Canibus signed a fucking business deal. He was read terms and conditions of a contract and given money based on those terms of the contract, and then didn't fulfill his part of the contract. Like, Canibus fucked up big time. You know, it goes beyond just being a bad businessman. It's a scam. Canibus, he scammed them out of this money.
Man, right? Male, adult, working man. You have responsibilities. You take care of your bills, right? Okay. I just want to make sure. Don't you ever play with my livelihood. Don't you ever put some shit on the internet for the whole world to hear. M80's a killer. He's got bodies. I would never expose your fucking
casting
secrets, dude.
spells.
Trust me, I know all of them. All of them, bro. No one wants you dead. You are literally just a regular ass dude. You're a former shell of yourself that used to be somebody, used to mean something to the hip hop world. You barely mean shit to yourself now.
It's harsh, man.
Go on, live your life, dude.
It's harsh.
Like I said, hopefully this is the last time I ever have to mention your name. Canibus fans that still love his music and rock with him, all the bullshit aside, it's not like I'm making shit up. You know this dude has personally been responsible for destroying his own career every step of the way and then finding someone to blame.
Oh, they know. Trust me. I have never dealt with a fan group as ravenous. I mean, their undying support of this man is truly admirable. It really is. You gotta go take a gander at the comments in my, like, Canibus, what is it called? I have a video. It's called Canibus, more like Scamibus, and you can see I commented here, Scamibus, because that's what I refer to him as now. Look at the comments of that video. I'm fighting for my life in those comments with these Canibus fans. I went up to war with these motherfuckers. Every time I post a video about Canibus, I even have a video specifically just about Canibus fans and how ridiculous they are. So it's all good stuff. My theory is that they defend him so hard, and they've been doing it for so long now. I mean, they're pros at it. I mean, it's pretty easy to talk to them about this, if you ask me. But they've spent the last 20 plus years defending this man tooth and nail, and they know it's all true. They know it's all true. But they just like his rippity raps, so they gotta defend him. So for some reason, there's something about his rippity raps where there's a certain type of person, a certain sect of the population in the world that Canibus music is just like perfect for, and he's like the god of rap. You kind of have to admire it. Objectively awful hip-hop music. His style of hip-hop, it's just so bad. And it had a moment, I'm sure. I wasn't there for that moment. The thing is, his fans, they literally, like, I'm not joking, they think he's the greatest hip-hop artist of all time. Like, not hyperbole, like, actually, and they'll defend it, and they'll tell you that he's better than everybody. So it's nuts.
Fucking federal agents ruined the battle for me and caused me to lose to disaster. Eminem blackballed me. LL Cool J blackballed me. Wyclef fucked me over. It's the same story over and over and over again, bro. You've literally destroyed the relationships for all the people that actually fucked with you. All the people that had love for you because you can't get out of your own fucking head. Everything is not a conspiracy.
At this point, I do feel bad because he is fucking trapped in his head, and I don't know how dark that is. I think it's openly known that he has mental health issues. Canibus does. Think he's schizophrenic, maybe even. So I do kind of feel bad clowning on him, but it's the scamming $30,000+ part that, you know, makes me not feel as bad.
Sometimes life is just life. God rest the dead. God bless Chino Excel. God bless the Holocaust. I don't even know where the fuck that came from. Holocaust isn't even on.
That's a good sound. God, that's a good soundbite. I wish I could rewind it. Stupid ass Instagram reels. You can't rewind.
On the Circle of Iron album, or ever worked with Iron Sheik, period. Album release party.
I will be clipping that sound.
The album's not even out yet. It comes out in April. You're just making shit up like you do because it furthers the narrative of your crazy psyche, bro. When I call out people, I'm calling out shit that is an injustice we're seeing in real time. You telling me I'm a fucking murderer? Okay, bro.
Okay, bro.
Go live your life. Go clock your check. I already made your yearly in the first 15 days of this year alone anyway. Be well.
Is that for real? Bro, you gotta put me on game, M80. I need to make a yearly in 15 days, dude. I'll be a manager, whatever the fuck.
Canibus fans, 1332records.com. Pick up the Almighty Era Volume 2. Enjoy.
Okay, that's the cap on that. That's where it's left off for now. We do always bring you the exclusive, I guess, somewhat exclusive updates from this drama. We did get an exclusive update, actually. Once I did get a personal voice memo from M80 explaining the situation earlier in the summer in 2024. So we stay up on this drama, and this is just another update in it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that.